Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I have a little surprise, as you can see by the title of this video. Now first, let me just say, this little microphone, I know it's got a clip on it. It's a clip attached to this microphone stand, which is not made for it, but I don't like clipping this to my jumper, because if I put it here, it's very echoey, because it's like under here rather than in front of my face. And when it's on my jumper, my hair just goes all over it all the time. So I know it's got a clip, but this is what I'm working with. I got these little microphones to kind of help suppress the noise that kind of goes on in the house. I'm obviously not going to be able to record still when a lot's happening. So my plan is that I can hopefully maybe do some decent relaxing coloring videos, because I feel like coloring videos would be really good if I had a good microphone and I had a quiet environment. But just to start with and kind of get me into it as a beginner before I move out, I thought I'd try as much as I can while I'm still living at home, test out this microphone and stuff and see if it's good enough. But when I do move out, I will be upgrading my microphone anyway, so the environment will be quieter and the microphone will be upgraded. But for the time being, I really want to do ASMR, and I've been seeing so many coloring videos. I've been loving them so much. I wanted to try it myself. I have been influenced and I don't care. So we're going to start with the books first though, actually, because I've got quite a bit to say about these markers. So I got 3 coloring books. I didn't go for any more than that because each of these have like 50 pages, so that's a lot. I didn't want to go overboard, but I honestly couldn't decide between these 3. So the first one that I got is Comfy Patterns Bold Easy Coloring Book by Coco. I really hope I've said that correctly. So this one is a really bold one with lots of very simple ones that I want to start with, because although I am actually quite a creative artsy person, I actually do have some qualifications from high school and college. Due to my mental and physical health, I don't have a lot of energy or the ability to focus for that long, if that makes any sense, which is really unfortunate. Because I used to draw a lot, but that just takes so much and it takes so much time, especially the amount of detail that would go into it. So I wanted to start off really simplistic, bold, to kind of ease me into it. We've got some really cute patterns here. So it's so simple, so you could do so many different things with just simple puzzle pieces and stuff like this. These kitty cats. Food, trees, flowers, butterflies, hearts, more flowers, umbrellas. The second book is also by Coco again, which is Simple Art Bold Easy Coloring Book. I saw this one and I fell in love with it. Like the scenery, I love going out and looking at scenery and environments and stuff like that. So we got this one here. And I loved how it was kind of like in the center of the page. So instead of like, well, it kind of does fill the page, but like there's a quite big border around the scenery. So I love that. And again, I like the bold and simpleness of it. Something nice and easy for me to get going with. And then the last one I got is Relaxation, Bold and Easy Coloring Book for Adults. It doesn't have a name on it, but is it by the same person again? No. On the back it says Blue Jewel Books. Let's have a look on the inside. But there's no name on the front. Yeah, Blue Jewel Books. Okay. We got a koala. Again, nice and simple and bold. My other goal is to actually, hopefully, not buy any more books until I finish those, or at least finished one, so I don't have too many. But I'm really hoping that this is something that I can do while I am waiting to move out. Something that's nice and simple and also relaxing for me. And I also just really enjoyed watching people color the same pages but like completely differently. It is so amazing, like the difference in what people envision. I find that so fascinating. So I kind of wanted to do my own take and like how I would do it compared to other people as well. But now on to the biggest part of this. So, when I was watching the videos, a lot of people had those. I don't know how it's pronounced. It begins with an O and a H. O, something like that. I don't want to mispronounce it, but I probably just butchered that. A lot of people had those markers. So I did my research, and I'm in the UK, so I don't know if that affects the price, but I think they had the largest set was like 320 pens, and it was like £350. For someone who's just starting off, this is a little bit of a hobby, creating some videos. I did not want to spend that much money. I just couldn't spend that much money to start with. These books were between £5 and £7 each as well, so I didn't go too expensive with the books either. But I thought even £7 is an amazing price for 50 pages, which is absolutely amazing. So obviously the best type of pen is an alcohol marker with a brush tip and a fine tip. Let me tell you, the struggle of finding an alcohol marker with a brush and a fine tip for cheaper was big. The big struggle. I don't know why. A lot of them, when I came across a pack of brush tip and fine tip, it was water-based markers. I was like, okay. And then when I did find alcohol, other brands of alcohol-based markers, it was chisel tip and a fine tip. So these are chisel tip and fine tip. But I've already had a little bit of a play, and I don't think it's that bad. So I'm hoping I can get used to them and whatnot, because I was not prepared to pay a huge amount. So I got the 204 pen bundle for £55, I believe, which I think is a much better deal than 350. Yes, okay, they had 100 more pens, but I definitely was not going to be spending more than £100. I didn't even. I found a bundle for 70 quid, and even then I was like, ooh. But it was quite difficult to choose. There was quite a few brands that I did want to pick, and I was looking at the reviews, and they're all kind of the same. But one of them wasn't available. It said something like, oh, you can pay now, and then we'll let you know when it's back in stock. And I was like, I don't want that, because it could be like 2 months. So I went with these ones. Let's see, can I pronounce this? Tongfushop. Yeah. So I went with these ones, and I've already organized them because they were a mess. I think they came in like the sets, but so I did get a color card, but it's very small. So I printed off my own sheets. So this is everything you get. So I guess maybe that's the order, because I tried doing it in my own order. I don't know, it was quite difficult to put it in an order, to be fair. I started with like the blacks, greys, and then skin tones, and then I did the colours. But to be fair, that's not a bad order. We got one of these, little things to put behind the pages, because obviously we don't want bleed. If you're colouring on thin paper, please put this pad between your colouring sheets to prevent any bleed through. I'll probably use a bit of card. This is a bit bigger. I've gone ahead and I've printed some swatch paper. And here I've already had a little bit of a play with some colours and see how blendable and stuff they are. And I was really happy with the little bit of play that I did. So, and yes, within this video I will be swatching every single one of these pens as well. So this is kind of the colour order that I went for. But there is a huge variety of colours for here. So 204 pens for £55. I think that's an amazing price. So if you want to start this out but don't want to spend over £300 on the other brand, then go for this, because this is a huge amount. You also get the colourless blender as well. Oh yeah, hold on. Got a strap for the bag as well, but what am I looking for? So we got a black fine tip pen. Oh, that stinks. And it also comes with a highlight pen. So that was actually kind of nice, because after I made this purchase, I completely forgot to do the highlight pen in the bundle, and I didn't actually know it came with this, so this is really nice. So hopefully this works okay. I might have to buy another bundle, but because I do have to say this right now, this is going to be the very start of my colouring journey. I'm very much a beginner, so using shadows and highlights might not be the best. I might chicken out. They might be the wrong placements, but this is going to be a learning experience for me as well. But I'm just looking forward to experimenting with these type of videos and seeing where they go, because I feel like this would be really relaxing, especially to do. Like, I've been loving watching them, so I'm very much looking forward to trying it myself. So we have the fine tip, which is indicated with a grey circle, and then we have the chisel tip, like so. And with the little play that I did have, I feel like they work very well. I have already looked, because apparently the best way to store these is like that, because obviously that shares the ink. I did look into an organizer, and by the looks of it, it might cost me more to buy enough organization space to have them laying flat than it did the pens, which is kind of crazy to me, because I really want some nice bamboo looking ones. So depending on how this goes, it might be worth it. I'm going to keep them in the bag for now. And hopefully there's enough ink that they're not going to like dry out and stuff, but yes. So yes, I'm very excited for this adventure, but next, this video does not end here. We are going to go ahead and we're going to swatch all of these pens together. So what I'm going to do is we've got a square and then we've got a line so I can write down the number and name, which I think is a good thing to do. And then hopefully this will help while I'm colouring. I can kind of find it and be like, okay, what is exactly? Because I do feel like sometimes the caps aren't completely accurate, which is a bit of a shame, but it's always good having a swatch sheet so that way you can be like, right, that's exactly what I want. Let's find that one. I wonder how long it's going to take me to swatch all of these though, because I kid you not, when I tried sorting these into a colour order, it took me about an hour and a half. Yes. It took a very long time. So yes, that is it for this section of the video. Let's get on to swatching. Hello everyone and welcome to the swatching portion of the video. I just want to say first that this is potentially the audio setup that I'm gonna have, so hopefully it sounds okay, hopefully it's good, but this is what I'm going to be testing with when I do actually color in the books as well. So first off, I've gone ahead and I've printed out some of these swatch charts, so we're gonna fill in the square and then write down what it says on the pen lid. Not really sure what to do in like the chart name and date, but we're gonna go for it. So we're gonna start with black, which is 120. So like I said, I got the broad and the fine tip. So I've had a little bit of a play, and they are not odd, but you've got to find the right angle. So these might be like messy squares, but this will give me the opportunity to practice. And we'll put the number first, I think. And then we'll write what it says. And then what I'm going to do when I put it back in the bag, I'm going to put broad down, since that's what I'm probably going to mainly use, just in case that, obviously, over time, if I don't get a proper organizer, that the ink prioritizes the broad. Alright, we're going to see how long this takes me. I'm going to stick with my order, so this order might not be fluent, but it's kind of okay. Oh my gosh. These are going to take some practice, I think, but that's okay. So some of them were letters as well, like this one here, but that's okay. How long is this going to take me, I wonder? And will I be able to stay within the squares by the end of this? My colouring might be very messy, but there we go. I might not write cool grey every time, I might just do, is it asterisks? Lettering. Like that. So it's like, okay, it's a copy of that. At least that's what I was taught in school. Another thing is I might not talk consistently throughout this. So there might be a lot of pauses and stuff. I do like how these blend and how they're kind of buildable as well, which is really nice. My apologies, I did not think about the lower half of the pages. Silly me. I just wanted to add something to the end of this video. So as you saw, I just finished doing all the swatches, and my plan was to actually talk through it and anything that came up, mention it and stuff. But unfortunately, the reason that I struggled to record ASMR at home happened, so things got noisy. So I was already halfway through, or like a third of the way through the swatches when the house got noisy, and I did wait. I waited 20 minutes before continuing, and nope, parents were doing things. Mum decided that now was the time to tidy out her room and hoover and stuff. Bless her. So obviously I can't tell them to stop, like it's their home, but it just I've attempted to record this video a few times, and just every single time something's happened. So I've managed to do it in chunks, basically. Try and like slot things in, try and do things a bit quicker. But when I was doing the swatches, I was halfway through and Mum started tidying up and whatever, and I was like, you know what, I need to just continue this. So unfortunately I had to cut the audio, and I decided just to do a time lapse to get through it, so that I could at least have that visual, because I couldn't restart. I didn't want to restart because I was already halfway through, and it was a lengthy process. It took me 2 hours to swatch all the pens. Granted, I did wait like 20 minutes for hopefully things to calm down, but it didn't. But it took me 2 hours and I didn't want to restart it. So unfortunately I had to change the editing and stuff, but I still really want to try with this side, with this type of ASMR. I did have an idea of like I could completely cut the audio and just put copyright-free music over the top, but that's very risky because sometimes copyright-free isn't copyright-free and you get random flags anyway, or some people might not like that. Some people might not want music over it, they want the sounds, which is completely fair. So I don't really know what to do. I'm still going to try to see if I can get away with making these videos at home. So we just have to wait and see. But there was a few other things I wanted to say now that I do have some time about the swatches. So I swatched all 200 pens. So here we are. There we go. So that is all the pens swatched, and now I'm going to be looking at these when I do colour, so that way I know the exact colours of things. I'm really glad that I did this because not a lot, but there was a few inks that did not match the cap colour. But yeah, but it was really nice. It was a really good way to kind of learn the pens as well, because I do feel like the last page was a lot neater than the first page, which is nice. So I kind of got to terms with using a chisel pen, so I really like that, and it kind of got me a good feel of all the colours as well, so I can look at these pages and be like, right, what do I want exactly? So I'm still really looking forward to trying this adventure. I just need to hope that I can actually make videos that are still relaxing, because obviously the point in ASMR is that they're relaxing, and it's not going to be relaxing if there's a bunch of noise in the background. I know certain background sounds are relaxing, like rain, or sometimes even slight static is nice and relaxing, but when you've got people like opening and closing doors, or they decide to tidy out their rooms, and stuff like that, those sort of noises aren't relaxing. Hopefully I can make this work, or I will have to just wait until I move out, and that could be a few months yet, which is disappointing. But when I do move out, I am really looking forward to be able to fully go back to ASMR. I will have a quiet house, hopefully, um, because outside noise is easier to get rid of than indoor noise. So if there's like slight traffic in the background, I don't mind that as much as obviously internal sounds, you know. And I'm really looking forward to this project as well. So I'm gonna, oh, that's the other plan as well. So before I post this video of the pen haul and swatches, I will be recording some page colorings as well. So I'm not going to post this video and then just see when I can do things. I'm going to be posting this video only when I have coloring videos recorded, edited, and prepped. Because my plan, this video is going to be going up on a Saturday. Hopefully that's true. And the next coloring video is going to be going up tomorrow on Sunday. So I'm not going to make you wait a week. It's going to go up tomorrow. And my plan is to hopefully post a coloring video every Sunday. And then when I do move out, I want to keep that up, but I also want to include other ASMR content as well. So I'm hoping my schedule will be Saturday and Sunday uploads. We shall see. But that's the plan. So let me know if you guys wouldn't mind music over coloring videos for the time being, or if, well, I will be trying non-music videos anyway, but I'm willing to try both just to see how people like them. I'm just so scared of copyright-free music not being copyright-free, and then having to take down the video, but we'll see. I'm going to be experimenting and seeing how it goes. But I really do just want to thank you for your patience, because I see a lot of the same people commenting on whenever I do post, even if it's like 6 months apart. I appreciate your patience so much, and I just really hope that this next little chapter is going to go well. So thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you tomorrow night for my first colouring video. Good night.